Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and just got back from Vegas, and I got a whole box full of goodies here for you to look at. And so fire up the popcorn. We may be here a little bit looking at some new purchases. When I'm on the road, I try to get a little bit of everything when I can. Different price points, different type of material, but you just never know, because realistically, it's whatever's in front of me that looks good at the time that I think is a cool coin. So this 45S Mercury Diamond MS67, really a super high grade coin, and not too crazy expensive for how high the grade is. Really cool. The die polish on this coin is fantastic. You'll catch glimpses of those lines just kind of going everywhere on this coin. Very cool. Also, fun fact, this is that NGC holders that have a kind of a rounded edge. These are from, I think, the late 90s, early 2000s. They are amongst my favorite coins I seem to find. Very well graded, nice coins. Stay here with me with this 1948 Denver mint. Jefferson nickel. Here's something that's actually really hard to get if you're trying to put together Jefferson nickels. These things here with the full steps on them. From the 40s. Some dates are easier than others. This one's not a killer hard date to get full steps. MS66 full steps, $60 on that. Any of these coins, if they're available still on our website by the time this video drops, they'll also be listed in the show notes here. So if you click on, if you're on your smartphone, if you click on the title of the video, it should drop down and have links for everything here. A lot of links, guys. 1944 Denver mint. Real pretty. I always like the war nickels. They've got that real pretty look to them with the silver. Even though they're only about a third silver, they still have such a nicer look than the nickel ones do. 66 full steps. There's another one that's kind of a nice grade. Fun, 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 till Daddy takes the T-bird away. I fell into some type of a weird trance of some guy out there. He had all these Barber half dollars that I paid way over sheet for because they are really kind of cool VF graded coins, but you know, I never see them. Nice jawline when you can start to see the jaw separation on these Barbers. That's always something that I like to see. That is the difference between the neck and the face there, that jawline. Pretty much, yeah, all the feathers are visible, the Liberty's visible. Also, fun fact, I can see this, maybe you can see this, maybe you can't. Some of these Barbers have old Whitman toning. They tend to get like almost like these little fine streaks of darkness that kind of run along them on those coins. But I got a few different dates here to show you. This 1912. I'm gonna have to make room. I got more coins coming in. That guy's gonna have to step aside. Here's a 1906 from Denver. You see a lot of the same diagnostics here on this coin. Full Liberty, full leaves, full jaw. Didn't really look at the back of the other guy there. You know, a lot of flatness still, but a lot of detail still. So that's those nice middle grades where you have just a nice look to them. Also, just nice even wear, nice even color on these guys. You know, I should have looked up the pop on these, but you know, some of these probably have lower populations and very fine than they have in some of the uncirculated grades. Now this one, you'll notice right away, it looks like it almost has a little bit of luster even just in the devices or left in the field. And you'll start to see a lot more well-defined leaves on the coin. 1911 from the San Francisco Mint. There's the mint mark above the D and the O and the word dollar. And definitely a lot more detail on the back. And it's some of the finer things on the back, like the shield, where all of a sudden there were almost no lines on that other coin. But you can see the shield has lines, both the vertical and the horizontal. We control the vertical. We control the horizontal as well. Pretty cool. These coins, if I'm not saying the prices out loud, they are labeled on there. So do pay attention to that. One of the things you'll see on these ones that are higher VF, also you start to see more definition in the nose and the eyes. But here we've got a 1908 from the New Orleans Mint. 210 on this VF30. What's fun about these guys, of course, is that you've got a pretty wide variety of mint marks to collect on this series. So you've got the New Orleans coins, San Francisco, Philadelphia, some Denver. One last of these guys here, and then we'll switch modes into something a little bit different. We'll be going back and forth a little bit. VF25 on this 09S. Another nice looking, very original looking coin. Very cool. And like I said, I got a little bit of everything while I was there. We'll do one more US coin here. There we go. You can see the color now. I just thought this was fun. You know, the toning on this is just kind of different. It's got a really, mostly light blue toning. That's what the coin looks like. That's a good depiction. When I was on the road, I couldn't get a good picture of this thing because I didn't really have a good setup with me. You know, this is all about the toning just on that one side. This coin I have at 80 bucks. Just kind of a novelty item for somebody who really likes some toning. Now let's get to the 1700s, shall we? Who else wants an angel on their coins? This coin is 1793 from France. You know, did you want... there we go, you got your Constitution on there. They write like me. Like I can never actually fit something in one line. I have to put it into 2 lines. And then they got the rooster down there. Really cool coin, very meaty, if you will. There's just like a lot of meat left on the bones there. You can see it has a flat strike in the center, but lots of detail left on the edges. So usually on any type of coin, people ask like, well, how do you know how to grade a coin you've never seen? Well, for the most part, the features of almost all coins are the same. You know, if you can look at the coin and see that there's a ton of detail and then there's flat spots, you know, the amount of detail gets you to the idea of the primacy of the coin, what the coin originally looked like. Nice VF35 on this guy. $3.99 I had on that guy. Pretty cool piece. Here's another really big coin with an angel on it. This is the 50 peso series. So most 50 pesos you see will be dated 1947, which is a restrike year. Also, speaking of how I write, look at the way that 2 is. So to try to get a complete series of these guys is expensive because, you know, they're 1.2 ounces of gold. But also, the different dates can be kind of difficult, especially uncirculated. This I don't have priced, but I think it's about $3,000. We'll verify that and get it posted. MS62. There's always at least one that I don't have priced. You know, that happens every time I do something. How about a nice Civil War token with a cannon on it? Who doesn't like that? 1863, AU-58 Brown, Army Navy piece. Very, very cool. $69 on that guy. But this I found to be really interesting. You know, Civil War tokens and store cards are so cool. Check out this one. The Busy Bee working, right? Industry. You can collect numismatic items just with beehives and bees on them, both paper money and coins. It's a whole thing. 1863. Not 1 cent. Kind of a cool design on that guy. 150. A little bit tougher with the bees, the birds and the bees and the cigarette trees. All right, so speaking about how to grade coins and understanding what a coin looks like when it's struck, a little bit harder sometimes, you know. I mean, some things are so irregular looking, like this piece here from, what's this, Ratsburg, Germany. But this coin has some really cool toning and luster to it. MS62. But very, very attractive piece overall. I like this is $2,300 on this guy. But cool toning in the rims. Very cool. Also, you know, hard to tell with all the flatness, but that you have to understand how the coin was originally struck. There's all the king's horses and all the king's men. But when you get it kind of floating in the light a little bit, you can start to see that luster actually continues through the center of the coin. A little harder to see, but it's all there. And a really neat piece. A very high grade example. Speaking of high grade examples, how's this for a Dragon Dollar? This 1903, which is one of the more common dates on these. But really, if you're doing a world crown set, so one of the things that you can do, I mean, you can collect coins however you want to. That's the fun part about coin collecting. But I know people that they just kind of collect something along the lines of, one big world crown from each country that they can. And, this is more of a trade dollar anyways, this MS63 Plus on this 1 yen. Because it's got the purity and the grain weight on it. That 900 fine is the purity, 416 is the grain weight. So it was an international specie piece, 750 on that guy. That guy's really cool. I was really happy to get that guy. Man, I got some weird stuff too. I got some good stuff. What are we doing here next here? Okay, so next up, I got this 1939. Got a little bit of the haze to it, but it's you don't see the proofs too often. And underneath that haze is just a really, really very original surface. And so original that CAC approved of this Proof 67 Plus. And really, it's all about the surface quality underneath the haze there. And pretty cool piece. I know guys are taking stuff like this now and they're sending it into CAC to just get that legacy holder. But this guy here is about a little bit over $1,600 on that guy. Let's go back to kind of a fun high-grade U.S. piece. This 1953 Denver penny, Lincoln cent. NGC MS67 red. Once again, Lincolns are so popular; they always have been, and for a lot of people, they try to shoot for the highest grade they can get on a coin. And really, 290, not a cheap coin exactly, but very, very cool coin still. I think, when you start getting up into that MS67 range on those mid-century modern coins, lots of times you see the next grade up, you just add like zeros at the end of those guys. They just become very, very difficult. And some people who do the Lincoln cents, they try to get all the proofs too, certified red, unless they like finding the wild toning ones, and then they'll take something that says brown or red brown just with wild toning. But these guys are really hard to find with any type of cameo appearance. This is a 69 red, super high grade, $149 on that guy. Not gonna get many things graded beyond a 69. Very cool coin. Yeah, the cents are really hard to find cameo. So like here, it's just got kind of the glossy look. If it were a cameo, it would have some more of that contrast, the black and white contrast on a coin like that. This guy, this Rattler was troubling me a little bit. I bought it, and then I'm like, well, it's got a little bit of that old haze to it. The reason this one bothers me, the other one didn't really that much, is just that because the coin is gorgeous, and it's only graded a 4, and I was going to send it to CAC and get it stickered, but I'm going to price it for now at $290. I was debating on this one. Do I get it stickered, go for the gold bean, or do I actually take it out and get rid of that haze and see if I can get like a really high grade? Because the coin itself is pretty stunning underneath there, and I'm just not sure the best play on this coin. So for now, though, I'm just gonna put it on the site as is, and if I still have it after a while, then I'll think about it again. In the meantime, though, the early proofs. This is year 2. 36 was the first year of those proofs after a long hiatus. So pretty cool coin. Another Rattler that I got. I haven't been searching down Rattlers necessarily, but I thought this one was pretty cool because it's only graded a 62, and I thought the coin overall was pretty nice for a 62. A similar thing, that marketplace really likes old holders. It also likes old holders that are, if you can get stickers on them. I was going to send this off to CAC. You can see it's got some chatter back here, but still it looked like it was nicer than just a basic 2. But, it's not without its flaws. But basically, this will be just over $100 on this guy for now on the website, and then we'll think about it again after that. Same thing with that last coin. All right. Oh, I got some, a whole nother stack here I didn't even look at yet. All right. So old NGC Fatty. I liked this coin, this 54. Pardon me. Yeah, let's change the date. That's tricky. 56. 1956. I've had a lot of quarters that look like this. This is a cool coin. They're harder and harder to get on a Philadelphia coin that have this kind of really high luster to them. A lot of the coins from the 50s and especially the 40s from San Francisco are crazy bonkers nice. Old Fatty MS67. This guy I've got marked at 90 bucks, but kind of a fun piece. Another one that I should probably consider whether or not I want to try to send it off to the old CANC and get a sticker on it. I was really excited to see this. I got a couple of these guys. I actually got two different grades, and I really like it when I can get coins that are kind of cool with. I always like some of these pieces that have multiple languages on them. So this Mombasa piece, 1306, is of course not using the dating system you or I are probably used to. So, but this one actually has a double date, which is fun. It's got the 1888 date and the 1306 on there. And this is the Imperial British East Africa Company. So I really like the British stuff that's territorial or colonial or whatever it was legally, technically. But what's cool is the design on this, but also, you know, a lot of these were actually produced by a company. They all had these contracts. It was like a, what's the term they use now? GAO, non-government organization, something like that. But that's not what they called anything back then, but it's got this, a very different legal standing than if the Brits had just, oh, we're just going to make coins and you spend them there. But they actually had the Imperial British East African Company involved in making these, and pretty cool design. So population of 16 with one nicer. That guy is 350 on that guy. That's a 64 red brown. This one's a 64 red. A little bit of a proof-like finish to it, actually. And this guy is really pretty. 450. Population 6 with one nicer. But cool piece. Speaking of cool copper, I also got two of these really cool pieces from Brunei. And these are coins that I don't think that I've had, or maybe it's just been decades since I've had them. Awesome star pattern with really a high, this is a high IQ coin, folks. Any of you guys get the clickbait on sports videos? High IQ plays, high IQ coin. The Sultanate of Brunei, 1304. Luckily, we just had that coin dated 1306, so it's easy for you to understand what's going on here. But also multiple languages. The big star, high IQ, what I'm getting at is the way that this coin is made. Those lines in there, very hard to replicate something like that. It was actually a very, very before its time kind of anti-counterfeiting thing. AU58 on this one, 150 bucks on that guy. And this one's actually an MS61 with a little bit more luster to it. Real pretty coin. Stuff you don't see every day, 260 on that guy. And I really like that. I like both those coins. All four of those last coins were really happy coins for me to get because they're just different. Just fun to get something a little bit different. All right, here we got an 1883 Carson City. This is a former GSA holder. PCGS would put things in these holders here and just say it was a GSA coin. Really nice MS65 piece. Bright, brilliant, mostly white, a little bit of tone on the edges here. 490 on that guy. I got a few little bit better dollars here. Here's a common date. This is 82 and 63, 82 Carson City. You can see the difference in quality right away. You've got some really nice luster, but also a lot of little scratches and hits and chatter and everything going on in that. The reverse, of course, is lovely. As is always the case, just a couple of noticeable marks under the wings, which is where they usually are on these coins. 330 on that guy. I got some Morgans. Oh, this one I bought only because, so the 78S and MS62, just because I kind of like this little shot of toning on the edge. So this is $215 on this guy, just with that little crescent tone. You know, yeah, pretty good vibrancy. Little dark on the very rim edge, but some brighter colors in towards the wreath. So that I thought was kind of a cool coin. I want the color to look like this thing down here. No, that's what I want. That would be good. That'd be a winner. America loves a winner. 1897 San Francisco. Speaking of winners, so a lot of the San Francisco coins in the Morgan series, especially once you get after those, what, that 1883 date and on, most of them become tough to get. And some of them only become tough to get in high grade. This coin's really attractive. So this is a 97S PCGS MS65. And really, really nice fields on that guy. This guy I have at 540. And I have a second one. It was really interesting to me just how far the drop-off is for grade. You can see that there's a lot more chatter in the fields on this coin. Very similar looking coin though, like they came out of the same roll. They both have a little bit of that touch of haze to it. But this is like 260. This is like half the price for 2 points lower, which I didn't realize. I thought they'd be a little bit closer in price, but big price difference on those guys. Speaking of San Francisco mints, here is an 1887. Also a little bit of a proof-like finish to it. Also MS63 like the last coin. And this guy is 465 on this guy. All right, I've got another half a dozen coins here, but we're going to get into a couple of really interesting coins. Some of the rarest coins I've had and some just kind of unique pieces. So this one, you know, I liked this coin for multiple reasons. It is also in that series of holders that's a little bit of a like a rounded edge. 1887 65 star CAC. So it's got a lot of stuff going on for it. Not a rare date per se, not a rare date at all, but you know, you've got that combination of really pretty toning. You know, it's not super deep or super vibrant, but it's really attractive overall. It's just kind of a nice coin and the type of thing that would look good in just about any set. 400 bucks on that guy. So next I've got two rare gold coins to show to you. So a lot of these guys from the pre-Civil War era, especially from different mint marks, different mints, very tough. See, do you see the hidden mint mark there? There's that S mint mark right above the 2.5. It's just tucked in there underneath the eagle like it's laying an egg. So $2.50, 1856 San Francisco. A little bit of a proof-like finish to it on this guy. Very, very rare coin to get in mint state. This mint state 61. This guy is $4,800. Really a rare piece. Very hard to get an uncirculated example on in general on those. So that one I thought was cool, but this one was the one that really excited me the most, which was this coin here. First of all, this coin, I'm gonna put on the website, but also I'm gonna put on the website because I just said that out loud. But also, if it doesn't sell like in the first week, I'm sending this to CAC. It should have a sticker on it. It's a really pretty coin. I mean, tell me how you would grade this coin. So really nice piece. Proof 53. So first of all, I think it's probably more like a 55 in my opinion. So at a minimum, I think it should get a green bean on it, but also, you know, it's a proof and they only made like 193 or something like that on this year. This is a coin they made less than 200 of, and usually they're coming really high grade and they'll be $10,000. So, and I know this at $2,250 is still expensive. I mean, I'm not making fun of anybody here with the price points on stuff, but think about how cool this coin is. You know, instead of having one at the $10,000 price, you can get one for, hey, it's 80% off. I feel like I'm shopping at Kohl's. All right. To our last rare coins, I got to show you, this is one of my all-time favorite types of coins. These Korean pieces from the 1880s that have enamel actually built on them. This is a wonchon. They had them in 2s and 3s also, so you just double and triple the size. They actually made them with enamel. This coin is graded AU55. You can actually see the luster. I love the industrial look of these coins. Always have been one of my favorites. I haven't owned one in years and years and years. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, that's cool. I'm gonna own that right now. But probably just temporarily. This is 1,500 bucks on this guy. The enamel come in different colors. I don't remember all the colors. This is the blue enamel, but also it almost looks like the black. It comes in black. See, this says right there, blue. blue. Black, I think they had red and yellow, but I can't remember offhand from that different series. All right, so here's a coin which I don't know what in the world. I can't believe I bought this coin. All right, so this is a PCGS. This is a pop report coin. This is basically the type of coin that if you're putting together a registry set and you want to be top dog, you've got to own this coin. Why? Because 1968 is the world's rarest year? No, but because an MS-68 has a population of 3 with none finer, which means anyone who's trying to get together the nicest quarter set needs this coin. This coin's over $4,000 and just insanity. And I can't believe I bought this coin. So there it is. I did a thing. That's like, yeah. All right. And then I just said that. Good gravy. All right. So last 3 coins, super awesome. $18.99. I was really stoked about these guys. These really gorgeous proof cents, Indian cents. I got a couple of them. Look at the field on this guy. Just time to slow down and enjoy the show. That's what you want. That's what you want your fields to look like on a proof coin. And then the obverse also very, very nice. The reverse has a little bit more reflectivity to it. Some of these proofs don't always have that high of a reflectivity. Some of them are pretty subtle as far as how reflective they are. Proof 66 red brown, pretty coin. This I have at $1,500. Lovely, lovely. And you may like this one even better, this 1883, which is the same grade but brown. And I'm telling you, you might like this coin better. And you'll see in a second why. I actually prefer the obverse of this coin to the obverse of the other one. I mean, just the field is immaculate. And then on the back, you get that really beautiful electric blue over the brown with the reflectivity. And very, very cool. And of course, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, except for on the Coin Geek show here, because here is something for all you enthusiasts. This 1875 20-cent piece, you'll notice has proof-like fields. It is actually a proof, but you also may notice that it looks a little bit off. If you like 20-cent pieces, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The date's actually a little bit different looking. Also, the Liberty is in Cuse, and on the 20-cent piece, the Liberty is not in Cuse. And then, of course, on the back, you have the Eagle, but you don't. United States of America, 1/5 of a dollar, 20 cents. And you'll see that they actually, that 5 on the 1/5. Let's see how they did here. They did okay. This doesn't have the big serif at the bottom of the 5. I thought they were kind of trying to match them up. They have a kind of a nice heavy 5 at the top, but the bottom part is not as strong. So this is called a Judd. A Judd is just a reference to a pattern number. So this is a pattern. It's just like what we're going to make our coins look like. So proof 64, the Judd number is the 1407. This is $11,500, and it is really cool. And so for anyone who's putting together a 20-cent piece set, it's cool. For someone who's doing pattern coins, it's cool. For someone, you know, who just sold their house and has a couple extra bucks, that's cool. All of those things. But really nice piece overall, and a neat piece of history. All right, guys, hope the popcorn was good. Thanks so much for watching. I've been the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.